Hi everybody, this is Ellie. Thanks for joining me today for my October setup and a brief review of September. So for September, I did a bullet journal in a pocket size moleskin, and I had it here in my Sojourner trifold, and this is in the natural leather in the field notes or pocket size. So I guess I'll talk about the leather itself. I wasn't sure what to expect from the natural leather, but I absolutely love it. I use this every day, although it did mostly stay inside with me, and it's gotten a few love marks and it has patinaed a little bit, largely because I put it outside for a tan one of these unseasonably hot fall days. I don't know if you can see the difference between the outside and the inside. I didn't tan the pockets at all, but this was great. I also wasn't sure how much I would like using a thicker notebook inside a traveler's notebook style with the strings, but it was perfectly fine. I just put a string at the back and it's great. I thought it was perfect. I've really enjoyed this setup. I'm not changing much about the setup itself, just the cover. I didn't keep anything in this front pocket and that was fine. I didn't need anything. What I did have in my initial setup back here was I had this folder with some moleskin sticky notes, but I quickly realized that I don't need these nearly as often as I thought I would. And to be honest with you, the few times I did use them, I wasn't really impressed with how well they stuck. So I changed that out pretty quickly for a field notes notebook. And this is something I'll just jot kind of quick notes in, and then I'll transcribe them into my bullet journal. Or sometimes, because bullet journaling in a pocket size is new to me, I'll try out different layouts. Like I wasn't sure if I wanted the calendar this way, or I also tried it this way just to see what I'd prefer. So I just keep this here, and usually I kept it like this to show you the flip, but usually I'll just keep this clipped like that so it's right there. The other thing that changed is I started out with this acro pen. While I absolutely love this pen, I did find that I do like to color code certain things, my appointments, my partner's appointments, and so keeping this Jetstream with the 3 different colors in it was something that worked much better for me. So I just keep that here on a clip in the back. I used my washi card and washi tape, so that's been good. As for the bullet journal itself, so I've been trying to go right back to basics. I kept a bullet journal last year, but I quickly got overwhelmed with having to make these really artistic and perfect spreads, and I couldn't quite figure out how to schedule enough in advance, so it just became more of a chore than anything else. But I got back into it this year. I've been slowly reading through Ryder Carroll's book, Bullet Journal Method, which has been really helpful. And so I've been using my index. I could tell you some of the things that I've realized along the way. And the first thing is I did not need to leave 5 pages for my index, but I know for next time I've been using my future log, keep my birthdays on the side here, and then any appointments or special days. I did end up doing the calendar this way, which I really like. It's kind of an index of things that have happened, and I had my tasks there. And then I just went straight into my daily logs. So I use the original key, and that's really helpful for me. I just covered up some pages there. One of the things I did change, I wrote it the way that Ryder showed in his book as the example, but for me that's just not how I'm used to writing dates, and I needed it to be a little bit more visually separated because it was hard when I was glancing at it. So all I do is just write like Friday, September 13th, and then I'll just freehand the little flag around it, and that way I can clearly see the different days at a glance. I'll put in like a little, I was doing a stationary no spend for the last 2/3 of September, so I just kind of wrote out what that included and the planned exceptions that I had. Collection here, I just put these right in as I need them and then go right back to my dailies. Occasionally I'll use a sticker. I was before writing my appointments here the first thing every day, but I've realized I like to write them on the side here, so it just sits kind of by itself, and same with birthdays. I'll put washi here and there, a sticker there, but it's been great. I'm trying to use little things like movies and Happy Mail, TV shows. I went to Planner's Gonna Plan in Canada, in Toronto this year, and it was wonderful. So I just left this whole page for that. And then I just moved into October. And same thing, I've set up my calendar. I still have to fill in my tasks. I use this amazing Harry Potter themed washi tape because the fall always feels like Harry Potter time to me. I think it has to do with that's when he started school, and I just feel like the fall is the perfect time for reading. So I've just transitioned right into October. I used one of these for the bookmark. It feels like fall to me, and a little bit, not like a haunted house, but just kind of in that direction. So yeah, this has been great. One of the things I wasn't entirely sure about in terms of bullet journaling was what to do when I had things in mind that needed to get done, but I knew I wasn't going to do it that day, but I wanted to do in the near future. I wasn't really sure what to do with those. I wasn't sure where they were supposed to go, if they were supposed to go in my monthly log or my future log. And then I realized I think what I wanted to do was to write them all down, because I know Ryder says in the book, this is a dump to get everything inside your head out. So even if I know I'm not going to do it today, but it's taking up space in my brain and it's something that I'm thinking about and kind of dividing my attention on, I just write it down so it's out of my head. And then later when I do my reflection and I sit down to go through my tasks for the day, that's when I either migrate it forward to do the next day or migrate it to the future log to be done another month or a specific day in the future. And I'm not saying that's correct. I'm still feeling my way through this, so I'm definitely open to any suggestions or the way that you guys kind of deal with that. But that is how I've been using it, and I've really been enjoying it so far. So the other thing I've kind of decided with my setups is that I think I'm going to change covers monthly. I'm not saying I'm necessarily going to have 12 field note sized covers, although I am kind of moving in that direction. But I'm just going to switch them up so that I can enjoy the ones that I do have. And I really enjoyed being in this for a whole month. I'd have absolutely no problem staying in it, but I do want to try a new trifold that I just got. So let's take these things out. Okay, see, maybe there you can see the difference in the color of the leather. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. Okay. So what I will be using in October is this beautiful trifold, again from Sojourner, and it's in the Enoch leather with a special brown designer pocket. So this is a new style that Rowena has recently started offering, the trifold with the pocket. So you might have seen, but she does have her mark on this fold and on this one here. So whichever way you do use it, it looks complete. So it's absolutely beautiful. Inside here, I just have, oh, see, that was stuck on. Let me fix that. Okay. Inside here, I just have this super cute sticker from Cheyenne Barton, and I've just put it on a card with a little bit of removable adhesive. But I think this is perfect for fall. This witch's hat, the fall foliage, the turtleneck, it screams fall to me, and I love it, and the colors. And then I bought a tote bag from Chapters, and it was like a reading themed, so it came with this really cute reading tote bag, and I love the bookshelves in the background, so I just threw a piece of twine on there, and I'm going to keep that in the back, although I didn't expect the twine to shed quite so much. So we'll see if I switch that out for a different ribbon. But for now, I love it. This is absolutely beautiful. I've never tried Enoch before, but I was debating between a couple of leathers and asking people on Instagram, and I know Sarah McCarty loves this leather, and she had nothing but good things to say about it. And Sarah, you are absolutely right. It feels amazing, and it just smells so good. So I asked Rowena if she could make this into a folio style for me, the same as a week's trifold. Instead of having the strings here, and this, you can see this is a secretarial pocket, and this pocket actually faces out. I have two pockets that are the exact same, both with a card slot facing in for my notebook covers to slip into. So she was really wonderful about customizing this for me, and she actually came. She was a vendor at Planners Gonna Plan Canada, and she brought this for me so that I could pick it up in person when I met her. So it was a truly wonderful experience, and I really appreciated it. So I'm going to, I haven't decided the best way to do this yet, because I guess one way I'll be missing a sticker either way, but I can play with that. I think likely, see, this is hard because it has the elastic, but this leather is so nice and floppy or soft hand that I can get it in there with no problems. Yeah, see, that's beautiful, and there's still a good amount of space for my pen. So I think what I'll do is I'll try it. It's either going to go this way or this one will go in the back. I think I'll put it here so that way I can see it. I'm going to have to add more removable adhesive to it, but you understand the gist. So I'll keep my ollie clip. I'm going to keep that there. Obviously, I'm not going to use this because I don't have the big pocket, but I do have a couple of smaller ones that I've made. I think I'm going to use this one. So you can see that fits beautifully right there. I'll keep the card I use for cutting washi in the back here. And this is also great if I ever want a straight line. That's perfect. And where's the pen that I'm going to use? I'm going to use my Jetstream, my Slim Multi Jetstream. Is that what it's called? I got that from Tokyo Pen Shop, and I'm going to use it this way, and it's beautiful. It's perfect. The only thing is that this elastic is pretty tight, so it will close, but I think it will, I'm gonna have to get used to closing it from the bottom. I think it will leave a mark on the leather, see, just because the leather is so soft. I think I'll probably get just some black elastic and cut it a little bit wider, because I didn't tell Rowena I was going to use kind of the thicker book plus another book. And this is why I love the trifold, because there's more than enough space for that, and I love how this looks, and I love how contained it all feels with this piece of leather over. Like you can see, there's still a lot folded in. But yeah, I'll just get a slightly looser elastic band. But that is my setup for October, and I absolutely love the leather. I love the bullet journal style, and I'm really looking forward to carrying it through into October. I still plan to stick with the basics, see what's working for me, see what isn't, and then just kind of curate the best style for my life. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.